From the Opopka Studios in Oklahoma City, this is an OSU update. I'm Jenny Carlson. Oklahoma State has named its starting quarterback for the 2012 season. Coaches met on Wednesday, and we got the announcement on Thursday. Gina Mizell joins us to talk about this decision. Gina, it's Wes Lunt. Any surprise from you?
Maybe a little bit. I think we all knew, heading out of the spring that it was pretty much down to J.W. Walsh, the redshirt freshman, and the true freshman, Wes Lunt. Again, we've talked about this a lot over the past couple of weeks that I've kind of been, going back and forth between those two in recent weeks. Last week I thought it was probably going to be Lunt, and then after the spring game I thought maybe the scales had tipped a little bit more towards J.W. Walsh. But, Mike Gundy said in a press release today that he believes that Lunt is the best guy to lead this team, and he's certainly the best fit for this spread offense. And, just between his maturity that he showed and his ability to pick up the offense quickly, coming straight from high school. I really should still be in high school, should be getting ready for his graduation or his prom or something right now. But, he's been named the starter, and so, that's what they're going forward, with, and expect him to start that first game on September 1st.
We probably will never know exactly what happened behind the scenes with the coaches and their decision, but what do you feel like they discussed as they were talking about who to name the starter? Because let's be honest, it is April. They could have waited to make that decision to go ahead and pull the trigger. What did this ultimately come down to?
Right. Well, Mike Gundy's been really adamant about wanting to have a quarterback, organize the team workouts over the summer and lead those team workouts. That wanted the quarterback to be that guy. And I'm sure a lot of that stems from the fact that he himself was a quarterback, and so kind of thinks that should be the guy that's leading those workouts when the coaches can't be there. But I think, that had a big role in it. And also I think, going into fall camp, they want to have that guy that gets 75% of the reps. They don't want to do any more of this, three-way split evenly, doing the reps, because, whoever wins that job or has won that job, which is obviously Wes Lunt, they think he's going to now improve tremendously with getting the vast majority of the reps. So, not saying that someone like J.W. Walsh won't challenge him, and obviously, something could change in fall camp if J.W. Walsh all of a sudden, goes way up, really significantly improves, or Lunt, drops off quite a bit. I don't expect, that to happen, but, it's kind of about just knowing who your guy is and going forward. And, it is an interesting decision. I think a lot of other programs, would have continue this competition into the fall just because it was such a tight race. But it doesn't surprise me just because of how adamant Gundy has been about this, even going back to before the spring began in early March.
I guess now the question becomes, what does Oklahoma State's offense look like in the fall? It's not going to look like it did a year ago. You don't have Brandon Weeden, you don't have Justin Blackman. But now that you know Wes Lunt's the signal caller, how does the offense look similar? How does it look different? And is there a place for J.W. Walsh to maybe have a hand in this offense?
Absolutely. As far as scheme goes, it's not going to look a whole lot different. Again, like I mentioned before, Wes Lunt, he ran a spread system in high school. Obviously, OSU is going to be a heck of a lot more complicated than any high school system, but he is a spread quarterback, and is a pure passer. He's a drop-back guy. He's not going to hurt you with his legs. And, as far as size and skill set and a strong, accurate arm, he resembles Weeden in a lot of ways. Not saying he's going to be Brandon Weeden, the best quarterback in Oklahoma State history, but, again, he fits that mold. So, I don't see, as far as that's concerned, obviously we'll see some different playmakers on the field this year for the Cowboys, but as far as the actual scheme goes, I don't see that changing. Now, yes, I do expect J.W. Walsh, provided he stays at Oklahoma State, which I don't have any reason to believe that he won't at this point, but when there's a quarterback decision, transfer rumors always, come out, but I fully expect there to be a package installed for J.W. Walsh. He's obviously so athletic, can make plays with his legs, and just a really, savvy guy back there. So I fully expect there to be a package, built for him, both with running plays and with throwing plays, because we've seen during the spring that he can throw the football. It's not like, he can't do anything but run. So I fully expect him to be involved in the offense. I've, gotten that sense from people inside the program, even dating back to last season, that they kind of feel like, hey, this guy's too athletic. too good of a player to keep on the field. But he's I guess not the best fit to run this spread offense. So I think a big part of naming Lunt the guy is the commitment to continue running the spread offense, because J.W. Walsh kind of fits more the Zach Robinson mold. So I think you'll see a lot of both of them, and so it'll obviously look a little bit different next year. But as far as the safety scheme, Wes Lunt's not going to change too much from Brandon Weeden as far as what we're going to see.
All right, thanks, Gina. Be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.